Radio app and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Carboni's is here. Carboni's Pizza is here to fuel you all. I still can't say it.
Go slower.
Carboni's Pizza is here to fuel you all through the playoffs. Visit one of their 30-plus locations to enjoy delicious pizza and get ready for the Minnesota playoff run. Find your nearest Carboni's today at carbonispizza.com. By the way, Power Hour is live, KFAN.com/watch. Join us there. You can watch everybody.
Guys, where is the beautiful Emily at right now? Our coworker.
I think she's in
Morocco.
She's in Morocco. Yeah, she's in Morocco.
How cool is that?
I know. Her trip looks awesome.
It looks awesome. She's cool. I like her.
She goes all over the world.
She does.
She's
Why
like
wouldn't
the
you, right?
female Max.
Yeah. Why didn't she ask us, Max?
Yeah, I would have went with. Well, actually, we almost went to Morocco together. We actually were just a month apart. But anyways, I didn't end up going to Morocco. I was supposed to go to Morocco on my most recent trip, but I went to Paris to meet up with my lovely friend from Malta.
Yeah, you got to be careful, baby. Because you know what that one's looking for.
I need to hear that story. I don't think I know that story.
Oh, really?
It's a story as old as time is what it is. You know what I mean?
How many months ago was that?
Oh.
The language of love.
Well, I don't get what you're implying, Zachro. And I would like you to stop.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
We're live right now. People
Oh,
can
we
see
are.
us.
Oh, hi.
Stop picking your nose, brother.
Yeah.
Do I have some bats in the cave?
Nope.
I feel like that's nose hair is an interesting thing.
Yes.
It is one of the things that I probably have to check more often than anything else when it comes to grooming and manscaping.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Because I don't want people to see just hair hanging out of my nose.
Yeah.
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 I get the purpose of why we have hair inside of our nose,
Makes
but
great
it's
sense.
just gross.
Do you ever feel like you're keeping up with it and you're doing a good job, and then you look in the mirror and you notice, you're like, oh my God. And you realize that you have fallen asleep at the wheel. And you're like,
Yes,
how many
yes,
people
that's
saw
happened.
this?
Yes,
You're like, God
exactly.
dang it. That's the worst
All the
feeling.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst feeling.
It's one of those signs of you aging.
Thanks.
Because I didn't have that problem up until like a few years ago.
Welcome aboard.
And now it's just every so often.
Yeah, talk to me when you start getting ear hair that you
I
have
got
to
one.
pluck out.
I got one.
Man, I was like, I definitely am showing my age when I'm plucking ear hair.
Dude.
Whoa.
That's really hot.
Hair just like you go to bed and you wake up the next morning and you've got a single hair dangling off the top of your ear and you're like, that wasn't there when I went to bed.
No.
What happened?
Like a
Why do
chia
I look
pet.
like this? What's going on in the world?
Yeah.
And then you pull down your trousers and you're like, oh my God, is it 1970?
Oh.
Am I right?
Yeah, that's just true. That's true neglect.
And you leave that. You should be in
That
front of
is
the brick
true
wall for that.
neglect.
Yeah. You're right. I got to do another comedy routine real soon here. I'm glad you like it, Steve.
Why does he love
He just loves Bush.
He just does.
Bush?
He's old school like that.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to be great in college football this year, but I got to guess.
Sure, go for it.
The Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, I would say
you
with
read the
Arch
story?
Manning. No, I did not. I did not read it. What's up?
They have spent almost $40 million on football players this year.
On NIL stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, dude. I know. Yeah.
That's so stupid.
The only other team that's close, apparently, is Oregon because they have an unlimited budget because of that dude from Nike.
Mhm.
$40 million, dude. Again, I think the Gophers are at about $1 million.
I think it all goes to Parrish.
Yeah, I don't.
Parrish?
God,
Yep.
yeah.
He
I
left
don't get
town.
I don't either, man. They got to fix that. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't care that much, but still, it is. I am going to care when
you have
two
season
teams that
tickets?
matter.
Yeah,
you know?
you're gonna care this fall when it
Yeah,
kind of
you're right.
matters.
Yeah. Because I like college football, man.
I know it's great.
I do. I like it.
I know.
They're
I don't know
very
what the answer is. I feel like as quickly as they turn the faucet on, I think that they have to completely shut it down
Yeah.
for a year and just like come up with a real plan.
Yep.
I don't think they can just dial it back. It's like, oh, okay, well, we're just gonna like, you can't spend. We're gonna cap the NIL.
Right.
Like, I think you have to put some bigger parameters on this thing and more oversight. You know, real independent people that can make sure that the money is not being overspent per university because it's just not fair.
It's just not.
It's not fair. You're buying championships.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, that's my college football rant.
It's almost here.
That's a good
2
one.
hogs.
It is, buddy. It won't be long. It's May 1st today, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did you get those tickets?
I did. Of course I did. We're
Okay,
going to the Hall of Fame game. Yeah.
Yep.
I got 4. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
So in case anybody wants to come with us.
Are you
Maybe
going to
wanna
be,
go with us?
honestly, are you going to be there because of your guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
well,
so.
we'll be
there. We'll see you then, bud.
Yeah.
You wanna
I'll
stay in
see
your
you.
room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't get a hotel?
No, I'm getting a hotel. Yeah, I figured maybe somebody, I don't know, maybe you would pay for the hotel since I bought the tickets.
We all should go. Corey?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not going.
No, we're not going if you're going.
Wait, me or Zach or both?
Pass.
I hope you do.
Please
No,
stop.
you don't want
Please.
me dead.
Not yet.
Hey, what happened? It's time for Fan 5 on the
great
Power
bit.
Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you, Builders and
Builders and
Remodelers. Don't stop
Remodelers.
believing, guys. Don't stop believing. It ain't over for the Wild yet.
Momentum doesn't carry game to game.
No.
Belief carries game to game.
Believe
we
it.
have belief.
Yeah.
We know we can win. We know we're playing a good series. We know we got to come out and win a hockey game tomorrow. So what's the process to do that? We've already started that from the end of last game till now. And that's really the reality. Just because they won doesn't give them momentum, right? Just because we lost doesn't mean we don't have any momentum. Doesn't mean we don't have any belief. Belief at this time of year, and I think through the year when you get that, that's the most important thing. Do you believe you can win a hockey game? Do you believe you can win a series? We certainly
Man,
believe
does
that.
Chris Finch know they won?
Interesting.
That's John Hines.
No, sorry,
That's
Captain
okay. I was
Comedies.
watching you watch TV without sound on.
No, I was looking at the stat Corey paused on because that's
We'll get to that.
That's unbelievable.
I was like, that's what Sauce is going to look like in about 30 years when he's lost the ability to speak. He's just going to be staring at televisions.
Oh yeah,
Just staring
I
at
thought you said
television.
he's going to look like Jay.
Jay Williams.
I'm like, he's going to get older and turn into a black man? How does that work?
The future's a crazy place.
I'm like, I mean, I know AI is taking over, but jeez.
Plastic surgery out of control.
yeah, it got weird, man.
Well,
Well, welcome to the family, Saucy.
A little insight on what to expect on what Cal's into then.
The fantasy charge challenge got out of control.
Brilliant.
I said bat boy.
I didn't sign up for that, guys.
What are you saying? Like, is that a bad thing?
Yeah. I'm not going to pay for that makeup treatment.
Anyway, there you go.
Then you'll
Game
really
6.
need to GoFundMe.
Game 6 tonight. The
Well, you added to
Wild
that
in
joke.
Vegas. 6:30. Right here on the fan. The stat that Sauce was staring at because I paused it. This should shock no one, but the Timberwolves, we've mentioned this all morning long. 7 of 47 from 3. That's 15%. They missed 40 3-pointers. Worst 3-point percentage in a playoff game in NBA history with a minimum of 40 attempts.
Still got
That is
dub.
in a victory, right? They won.
they won.
And they had the worst 3-point shooting percentage in the history of the NBA postseason. Think about that for a second.
And not only just a win, Corey. At least when I was watching the game, it sounds like you guys were watching every second of the game. Even though they missed 43s, and you just mentioned the stat, it was never out of control where you didn't feel like we were the better team and we weren't going to win.
No, always felt like we should have been up 15 or
Correct.
20 more points than we were.
And they make a few more of those 3-pointers, and it's
you
a
are.
blowout.
Exactly. If you just go 30%, we're up by 20.
Yeah.
Totally. The worse the numbers got throughout the game, the more the whole all we need to do is make 2 or 3 and this game's over. So I never felt like we were going to lose, but it was a very frustrating game to watch as they just put up brick after brick. It looked like this wall behind me. It was just nothing but bricks.
Yeah, that looks great.
Nothing but bricks. Terrible, terrible game out of most players on the Wolves, except for Rudy, who had a monster game, 27 points, 24 boards. He dunked like every 3 seconds. And then again, Julius Randle in the fourth quarter, when it looked like we were in trouble, every time it looked like it was going to start slipping away, he would back in and not settle for a lazy 3 and find a way to get a floating 2, and we'll take it. And we're moving on. 103-96, the Wolves defeat the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are 2-12 in their last 14 playoff games.
Rosie.
LeBron and Luka going home in round 1. See ya. The Wolves await the winner of the Warriors and the Rockets. And the Rockets won last night. So game 6 of that series is tomorrow. And I did hear Julius Randle on the FanDuel postgame when he said the S word twice, which was funny. But they were asking about rest, and he was like, "Yeah, I need some rest." He just had a baby girl, I think, recently. So he's like, "I'm going to go spend time with my baby girl," and I think he's very excited to take a couple of days off. It's a huge advantage, right? Look, we're not a super old team, but could use the rest.
Oh, for sure.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's have an older team. And Steph's what, 37 or 8 or whatever it is. Yeah, let's have him get a little tired. Let's have him go 7.
Yeah, correct.
This is
Go
weird.
Rockets.
Especially that Houston team plays a really physical brand of basketball. So either way, that Warriors team is going to be coming in a little bit roughed up and beat up. And Jimmy Butler's already feeling hurt. So they're already at a disadvantage coming in. I mean, and they're already at a disadvantage because they're playing us. I mean, come on now. We're the best team in the NBA right now. We don't even need 3-pointers. We're that good.
Singing.
How banged up do you think the players got last night? I mean, how about this flight back today is going to be rough?
Oh, man. Yeah. I saw Anthony Edwards taking a little victory lap around LA, just talking to the people of California, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
Hawk, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of players that look like a certain player coming back from London.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That player will remain
absolutely
quiet,
yes.
but
Yeah.
you know the feeling that he was going through. He was going through it.
I felt so horrible.
The cold sweats.
just grody.
And had a 7-hour flight back.
And that is
feeling like that.
I swear that is the definition of I will never do this again.
Oh,
Lord.
you never do it again.
I will never do this again, Lord. I promise. Just
I
give me
promise
through
to
this.
God,
I
whatever
swear to
God you
I'll never
believe
drink
in, I will
again.
never do this
Straight
again.
and narrow forever. I can picture it in my brain.
When I saw him take his shirt off and just wear his tank top, and then sit in the cargo area of the bus because he didn't want to stand in line. Buddy, you are hurting.
Just the worst. Oof.
Yeah, worst feeling.
Hideous.
Worst feeling.
I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of guys like that on the flight back today.
I would guess you're probably right.
And you deserve it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You earned it.
Caps 4-1 over the Canadians. Washington is moving on after winning that series 4-1. The Panthers are moving on as well. They beat the Lightning 6-3. Florida won that series 4-1. Jets 5-3 over the Blues. Winnipeg now up 3-2 in that series. Game 6 is Friday in St. Louis.
Better call Mama. I'm still heartbroken about Tuesday, man. That sucked. That really sucked. Thank you to the Wolves for giving me something to cheer about.
Rosie, don't laugh.
And I think they'll do it. I think the Wild will do it tonight, but
Let's go.
And then Game 7 is when? Saturday.
Yes.
Ooh. 10 hours and 10 minutes from right now
Let's
on this
go.
radio station. The puck drops. We win this game.
Oh, we'll win this game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
go.
They're good.
Let's go.
They're good.
Let's go.
So let's cast the gaze a little further. Let's say we get past the Golden Knights.
You going fishing, Zach?
Who we looking to play in the next round?
Edmonton or LA.
And what's the matchups look like comparative to Vegas?
I like this. How we're the talk about the second round already.
I
This
know.
is great.
I'm just curious because I'm looking at this as like, are we gonna walk out of this particular series? I guess feeling super battle tested because we think Vegas is one of the best teams.
I mean, yes. I mean, this is the team that I think won more regulation wins than anybody else in the Western Conference, if not
on
the league.
ice.
So the Golden Knights are a great team. I mean, we are like the second to lowest seed, technically speaking. It's a convoluted playoff bracket setup, but whether it's Edmonton or LA, I mean, there's so much parity in the difference. I mean, we're seeing it. The difference between 1 and 16 is very slim in the NHL these days. So whoever it is, if it's McDavid, if it's the surging Kings who've been playing very, very well, I just would like to see it regardless. Whoever it is, we'll deal with that. But got a lot of work to do. Got again, like I said, a very winnable game tonight. And then we'll see if they can repeat last Saturday's performance. I think that was like Saturday. I don't know.
Are we healthy tonight?
We're healthy tonight.
Okay.
Well, I think we'll learn more in a couple of hours in terms of any lineup changes that could be made. But as of right now, that's one nice thing the Wild, knock on wood, have had going for them, with the exception, of course, of Gus. hopefully that was just a stomach bug or something, and
Yeah, Hines
he'll
talked
be back.
about that, by the way. I got it here somewhere. Yeah, Hines on Gustafson.
Showing the replay of about. He's like, that's
Wait, that's not it.
That's
Wow. No, that was him. I know that voice.
That's weird. Some guy recorded over. Anyway, sorry. Hines said he'll be fine. He'll
Okay,
play.
that's good.
What he said. Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, how
By
about
the
this
way-
one? Here we go.
go
Sorry.
ahead.
Here he goes.
All signs point towards that. Just it was an illness, that kind of bothered him. But right now he's, feels better, feels good. So obviously we'll monitor that tonight and tomorrow. But all signs are pointing to no significant issues with him at all.
There you go.
Good.
See?
Hawk, have you ever had to do that? Go on stage and you've got a stomach thing going on?
Yeah. Yep. It's terrible.
It's got to be awful.
It's the worst. Yeah, because there's a whole lot of breathing going on with your singing. You know.
Was it coming out of both ends or just? Do you
I've
remember?
had it come out both ends before. Well, yeah, and then you walk on stage and you go. I had the sickest I've ever been was I had Legionnaire's disease,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh,
and
that's
that was the
right.
worst. You were with us that year, right, Zyko?
I don't know if I was with you that year, but
Is that the year you played Excalibur?
come on, man.
He's a Legionnaire. See,
Well played.
we were in Hastings, and I thought I was going to die.
Did you get it from Excalibur, though?
I forgot about
I could have
that.
gotten it from the Excalibur because that place rocks and you can get anything you wanted.
Yeah, like Legionnaires.
Didn't you get it by driving by
Yeah,
somewhere that was
that tells you how long
speeding
ago it
by?
was because it was the Vikes were still at Winter Park, and I was driving down there days in a row to on 169, and the place on 169 was where it was coming from. Their heating system or cooling system or something like that. And I
I
happened
thought
to be
you
one of 11 people who got it.
Is that right?
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Do you guys meet now? Do you ever talk with the other 10 people that got it?
Tommy.
I think we all like meat. I don't know if there's any vegetarians.
I like certain types of meat.
I liked it
wouldn't say I
before then,
like
too.
all- I'm not going to go on record and say I like all meat.
I had an Allcat test and told me I can't have snapper anymore.
Wow. Well, now what are you going to do with your life?
I started crying, and the lady told me tell me what she meant.
Brilliant.
What about beaver? What did it say about beaver? Can you
I'm
eat
fine
that?
with that.
Yeah, you good with that?
Yeah.
Snapper is no good?
That's right. That's what she said. I'm like, man. I started crying. I was laying on the floor. She's like, no, you don't understand, sir.
And please get up.
How about Ursula? You okay with that too?
No, just don't. Again, a little fishy, man. You know what
Yeah.
Grandpa always said?
Nope.
Chicken. Trout.
Boom.
Right, Pat.
I'm guessing.
Box in the Box follows us at 9 o'clock, but headlines is right after this Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Wild need a win to extend their series with the Knights when they host Game 6 tonight at 6:30. Hear it live on the audio home of the Minnesota Wild, KFAN, The Fan.
Listen to Dos Amigos on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Dos Amigos.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. Let's talk about Wheel of Fortune. You can experience Wheel of Fortune live at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. You could be selected to play the game for your chance to win an incredible prize or two, and or maybe more. When the iconic show Wheel of Fortune rolls into the island on Saturday and Sunday, October 18th and 19th. The reason why we're bringing it up now is because tickets go on sale tomorrow at TICasino.com. So if you love Wheel of Fortune, you sound like you love Treasure Island anyway. Why not combine the two and get down there and experience Wheel of Fortune at Treasure Island Resort and Casino? Get tickets tomorrow and while you're there. Also, get a hotel room or two. TICasino.com, or maybe this weekend. Make a weekend out of it by going to the bowling alley, the water park, Tito's Steakhouse, Tradewinds Buffet. There's hundreds of slot machines, bingo, poker, blackjack, and more. It's nothing but fun at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. And again, Mother's Day, right around the corner. Father's Day, right around the corner. There's a concert or two or three. You could get tickets for somebody in your family at TICasino.com, or tickets tomorrow to Wheel of Fortune Live. Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com.
Remembering all the ways Minnesota lottery dollars help our state is easy. Just think of this acronym: Beaches Treat Cows. It stands for Bees, Education, Agriculture, Canoeing, Habitats, Endangered Species, Transit, Renewable Energy, Air Quality, Trails, Conservation, Outreach, Water, and Sustainability. See? It's easy. Since 1990, the Minnesota Lottery has raised more than $4 billion to help our very own Beaches Treat Cows. So say I'm in and play your part in helping Minnesota.
Hi, it's Chris Hockey. Let me tell you something. Are you an operator? Do you drive that big equipment around? Do you move some dirt? Well, listen, the best operators don't just talk the talk. They move the dirt. And Ziegler is hosting the Global Operator Challenge. That's your shot to prove you're the real deal. Even if you don't want to compete, you can just come on out and catch the action in the stands. Sign up and find all the information out at ZieglerCat.com. And don't forget, by the way, not only can you test your skills, you can also see the all-new next-generation Cat skid steers and compact track loaders. Again, at the Global Operator Challenge, hosted by Ziegler Cat, happening in Minnesota and Iowa, thanks to our friends at Ziegler Cat. Check out ZieglerCat.com and go move some dirt. Show us your skills.
As America's leading business lender, Bank of America is on your corner and in your corner, right here in the Twin Cities. With $215 billion in business loans and over 3,700 business specialists across the nation, we help businesses thrive so communities prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Over 55 years of Better Business Bureau A+ rating and accreditation. Builders and remodelers.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is the Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Tomorrow, we are live on this morning show from Grandview Lodge. Please join us.
Hell yeah.
Regardless if you're in the area, make the drive up. I will be tonight. It's going to be great. And we will be live at Grandview Lodge tonight as well with an off-air show. So join us there, Grandview Lodge, or details at KFAN.com, keyword Grandview. Looking forward to it.
Gonna be fun. Let's go. Again, come on out and watch us tonight, and we'll watch them tonight. I won't be there till tomorrow morning.
And I just want to also mention, as everything finally comes up on the computer, you can join me at the Oakdale Fleet Farm this Sunday from noon to 2. You can grab all the gear you need for this year's fishing opener. They got all the brands all the pros use, plus with their best price guarantee, you are getting the best deal. We'll also have your shot at great
women
KFAN prizing.
I mean, that was perfect.
That was perfect. That was awesome. I mean, that was
amazing.
Again, Button Bar Hall of Famer Chris Hodge.
You're so good at that, Hodge.
KFAN.com, keyword calendar. I hope to see you this Sunday, Oakdale Fleet Farm, noon to 2.
Boom.
Thank you, Pat. Boom.
Hey, Ben, do you remember the name Jordan Travis?
Yes, Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State. That's right. Yeah. If you remember, kind of a hip drag tackle ended his college career. They drafted him to go quarterback for the Jets. He just finally retired. He never was able to come back from that injury.
It's crazy, man.
And that's something. Only 25 years old, and he's like, it's never going to work. So I'm just going to give up football. As a senior, I believe, at Florida State, they were on the road to maybe competing for the national championship. And I believe they were playing, I forget what team it was, but it wasn't like a big team. It was like North Alabama or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know all the rules on this.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to speculate, and forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, but I don't think collegiate athletes, if they suffer a catastrophic injury like that, not like paralysis or something like that, but this is a situation where you can no longer play football because of this injury. Now, would he be able to walk and move around and all that stuff? Yeah, probably, and it'd be like as normal as possible. But I have a feeling like this should be something. We talk about all these NILs and all this other stuff. Like this is something they should be putting money for to college athletes and say, we will take care of this injury for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know, if you have any issues with this knee or this ankle or whatever, and if you have to have a surgery when you're 45 years old or a knee replacement, like this should be covered by Florida State, right?
Agreed. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. And man, think about the trajectory of your life, right? I mean, that is a kid who was good enough for the Jets to still take him in the 5th round, even though they weren't sure he'd ever be able to play quarterback ever. He was taken in the 5th round, and of course, he'll never get to now. He had to retire, but geez Louise.
Yeah. I mean, I know it happens on the NFL side.
Yeah, but...
But, collegiate athletes, I know it's been a long time since I was in college. I don't think that's the case. I think you get a little bit of coverage afterwards, but, for the rest of your life, if you suffer some sort of, like, spinal injury that, like, has you, able to walk and talk and all that stuff, but if you have degenerative issues going on, you trace it back to your collegiate playing days, like... That's where a lot of this money should be going, is taking care of these athletes.
Agreed. There you go, Core.
Thank you for your honesty.
You're welcome.
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar in 2025. Get solar panels put on. The only way to go is Wolf River Electric.
I really wanted to see this happen.
Well, come over to my house. I had it done last year.
All he does is win.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a good year.
He was melting down on social media last night.
No, but I was loving it. I had quite the night. A lot of fun for me. That was fun.
I have neglected. I will not go down that rabbit hole till after the show because I won't be back to the show if I do.
And you'll get real mad.
No, I don't think I will.
It was awesome.
Hey, I have to admit something, Corey, real quick. I'm sorry. I just interrupted you. I apologize. I never knew till right now, but it's because I didn't grow up here, that the entire movie Mallrats was filmed at Eden Prairie Mall.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Of course, yeah.
Can you tell? Like when you watch the film, can you tell that's Eden Prairie Mall?
No, because when it came, so hang on, let me back up. When that movie came out, and I loved that movie. I love Mallrats. I've seen it 1,000 times. I don't believe at that point in my life I had ever been to the Eden Prairie Mall because I was a Chisago Lakes kid that went. I drove to Maplewood Mall. Like whenever I came to the cities, that was the closest mall. Once in a while, I'd go to Rosedale, but that was about as exotic as I got. So I knew it was there, but I didn't recognize any of it. I wasn't familiar with the mall. Sauce?
Oh, yeah. It was, that was it. That was cool to see the mall in that movie. I don't really like that movie, but yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
What?
What did you not like about it?
Let him get to B first.
B, I didn't have one. I don't know. I just don't. I think it's an overrated movie.
Why?
It just is.
You're a B cup for sure.
Why are your opinions so bad?
They're my.
That kid is back on the escalator.
You know what, bud? We can go CP time soon.
I mean, in 27 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they ate those like chocolate peanuts with poop on them.
Yeah, gross. That whole bit's gross. No, I don't like that.
That was Ben Affleck before Ben Affleck was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was Earl from My Name Is Earl.
Boy, and I don't think he did any acting in that movie. I think that was just him.
Ben seemed to mail it in. Yeah, he played the bad guy, and he didn't seem to do a lot of acting. I'm totally with you.
He doesn't act in anything he's in.
No.
I like
Jason Lee's fantastic in that movie, though.
That's great.
That's cool.
Jeremy London plays the other guy.
They're thinking about doing a 30th anniversary celebration and showing it at the Eden Prairie Mall.
Yeah, it sounds like Kevin Smith is behind it, right? That Kevin Smith wants to do that.
Because he was in town for, I believe, 25th anniversary or something of Dogma. And they showed it at Southdale.
Love Dogma, too.
Good film.
They showed it at Southdale, really?
Yeah. He was in town and did a screening there, 2 of them. We got to get him on one of these. I bet he's cool. Does he seem like a good guy?
He seems like an awesome guy.
Yeah, I bet he's great.
I mean, here's another little soapbox. I'm going to stay on the soapbox about college football.
Go ahead,
we
buddy.
would have more prideful things like this if we were better to Hollywood here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
We used to be a place where people would film movies.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line, we got rid of all the rebates.
That's right.
And now we need to bring them back.
Way to go, Ben.
We got to give rebates like Menards does,
Listen,
right? Just
Ben,
11% off.
If we had Kevin Smith on here, you'd just forget to hit record anyway.
You know what?
Oh.
He's not wrong.
You know what? When I opened the show and I said, you need to shut your filthy mouth.
Wow.
You need to shut your filthy mouth at 8:30 in the morning, too.
I know.
Sauce.
Yes.
A schooner is a sailboat.
Yeah. Remember? I get that.
Oh.
That's when he's looking at the magic eye thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't think that was funny?
No. But that is what I should have said when
Something happened.
I said Chris for sale and password.
Something happened to him at the movie Mallrats.
No, nothing
That's
happened
why
to
he
me
hates
at the
it.
movie.
They
I just
ran
don't
out of
like
snacks at the concession stand.
Relax.
They ran out of what?
Oh, man.
Snacks.
Oh, snacks. Okay.
Relax.
So
No,
what, they
I
have
just
that
don't
at the
like
Eden
the
Prairie?
movie.
Why?
I don't. I think it's overrated. I don't think
What's
it's
her name?
funny.
What'd she do?
Nobody.
She broke your heart during Mallrats, didn't she?
No.
Did
I
she-
just don't like
Did she
that
reach
movie.
into the popcorn bucket and go, "Oh my God, it's a tiny wiener"?
No. No.
You didn't even think like it was worth it just to watch the chicks.
Yeah, the chicks, baby.
No, that film's terrible.
Wow, he hates it for some reason, guys.
I don't.
Who's
I
that?
hate it
You,
because
you're just being a contrarian. You hate it. You hate it
no.
because
I've always hated it.
It's the Hartford Whalers references in that.
Yeah.
That's right. That's where you got
Hartford,
that.
the Whale.
See, you had to have gotten it from
They
there.
beat Vancouver maybe once, twice in a lifetime.
Yeah,
Well, you
terrible
guys really
film.
know that film well.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, that's when he's in his basement, right?
Sure. With Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
Too little, too close to home, Sauce.
No, I just don't like that movie.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you, Zach.
he needs sleep, guys.
Yeah, you do need to sleep.
He's so tired.
I bet you if you slept it off, you'd come back tomorrow and say, like, I actually kind of like that movie.
I doubt it.
Sauce,
Even
your
if-
opinions make me angry.
well,
I wish you were voiceless.
your face makes me Randy.
Whoa.
Okay, that's weird.
I said face.
Did you say Randy? Did he say Randy? You said Randy.
Face.
See, you need to take a nap.
You were so close to being permanently voiceless.
You are literally slurring your words.
Well done. Well done, Zach. Home runs.
Boy, you got sleep last night, Zacho.
Brilliant. Face.
Sauce, you almost had the bosses silence you permanently.
Face.
That was
And then
so
you could
close.
sleep forever.
Then you wouldn't have to hear stupid takes like you don't like Mallrats.
You'd be stuck arguing with trolls on Twitter for the rest of your life.
In the great darkness.
All those randos.
Face.
Bunch of randos. Best of luck to you, Paul.
Face.
Yeah.
Speaking of dying, Jeremy Renner believes that he did briefly die during his near-fatal snowplow accident on New Year's Day in 2023. He thinks he briefly died.
Well, did you see the machine he got crushed by?
Sure.
I mean, I can understand that.
He also admitted that he has an emotional support pig and an emotional support rabbit.
I don't know how I feel about that.
God, I have a joke that will give me.
So do I. Yeah.
Let's go real world for a second. Let's say you get on a nice flight and you're walking past first class and you're like, oh my God, that's Jeremy Renner. And in one arm, he's holding a pig, and in the other arm, he's holding a rabbit. Yeah. The guy's lost his mind.
Yeah.
He looks radiant and terrific.
Yeah.
So, I have some jokes.
Yeah. Same.
There is, yeah.
Does it relate to an emotional support pig and how badly you need one right now?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Sauce, I don't dare ask this, but I'm going to ask it.
give it hell.
If you had to have an emotional support animal, what would it be?
That's a good question.
I know it is.
Oh,
What about your muppy?
it would be my muppet.
No. You can't. It can't. No
Can't be a
emotional
regular
support.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not a service dog. You can't do that.
Would it make you
That's
feel
such a
better if we
cop-out.
just put Winnie down?
No, don't say that. No.
Son, I'm worried about your mental health.
And if you say a frog just because you
Oh, my
say
God.
you love
Wow,
frogs,
would you guys stop piling on?
We're not-
Relax.
See,
Take a deep
you're
breath.
very
I
sensitive
don't
when
have a
you're
ladder
tired.
to pile on you. I need to get real
Jeez.
high.
Well, ask Zach.
I got some stuff that could help you.
So, I thought you meant ask Zach what animal you would want for your emotional
Well,
support
Zach's
animal.
gonna say a bear.
Yeah.
Come up with something because I have to go. It's
He's gotta
8:40.
go. Just say an animal.
Yeah, just answer
Just
something.
anything.
He's got to go talk to Ken
A
Jennings.
turtle.
A turtle. Yeah, that sounds.
A
good.
turtle.
They're slow like I am.
That would
Oh,
support you
Myrtle.
emotionally.
Right. Yeah.
You would call it Myrtle, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and a turtle getting run over is how I feel right now.
Just call it a terrapin
Yeah.
Or call it Michelangelo
or E.J. Henderson.
Oh,
or Aaron Henderson.
Yeah, what would you name your emotional support animal?
All right,
Merlin.
I gotta go. I love you guys. Enjoy this compelling question that I proposed.
I would have gone with Franklin.
Ben said Myrtle, as in Myrtle the turtle, and then Zach just re-asked Sauce the same question, and now the turtle is a wizard. Now he said Merlin the turtle.
Merlin is going to be the name of my next dog.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Ben. Love you, buddy. See
Love
you later.
you.
All right, there goes Ben. Merlin the turtle.
By the way, Hawk, did you see what you said in the beginning of the show? 1st of March.
Did I say March?
Yes.
Oh, did he?
I did not see that. I don't know. Doesn't surprise me a bit. I was thrown off because he's so mean over there when he's tired.
I'm not
He
mean
is
at
very
all.
mean.
He came in here and he was all angry.
Yeah, there
I'm
was
not-
no reason for you to stay up and watch that game.
Yeah.
No reason.
First off, I like to watch sports.
There's plenty of sports.
Second off, please stop being so mean.
Selena Gomez
I like her.
unfollowed. This has a couple of interesting ethical questions. Otherwise, why would it, it's Selena Gomez? This isn't KDWB. Although, if you like pop music, by the way, KDWB is an option right now.
Talk about.
Flip over. Selena Gomez, though, unfollowed her best friend Teresa Marie
No.
days after she was seen having dinner alone with Benny Blanco, who is Selena's guy, right?
Oh, they just got married.
But
Aren't
here's,
they married?
here's the old interesting ethical question, fellas.
Let's hear it. I got stuff.
It is also rumored. That Benny is subscribed to Teresa's OnlyFans.
She only follows two people, Benny and the Jets.
Genius, Hawk. You're funny.
Thanks.
What? Sauce, would your lovely wife, Kel, let you follow the OnlyFans accounts of female friends of yours?
A, I wouldn't, and B, I don't think she would be very happy with me if I was doing that.
Ask me.
Hawk, do you follow?
Hey, let me ask. Hawk,
Yeah.
would Kelly care if you followed Sauce's female friends on OnlyFans?
Hell no. I'm on it. I love OnlyFans. Best thing ever done on the internet.
Is that what you're currently on?
Yep. I'm learning stuff for the show, baby.
Would Kel care if you just had random OnlyFans accounts?
Yeah, and answer honestly.
Like
for
if
once
I
in your
had
life.
my own?
No. Like if you just followed 3 random girls from like all over the U.S., but you didn't know them personally.
I mean, probably.
What if it was all feet?
Yeah, what was all just feet pics?
Just feet pics, man. Would she get angry? Would she be freaked out? Or would she be turned on?
No, Zach says you have to show face, though. It can't just be feet. It's got to be feet and face.
It's if you want to make any money. If
you
you're
wanna
just
make
doing
money.
it for fun.
Well,
about
he's doing it for
armpits?
sex.
What about armpits?
Don't look at me. I'm not the
What
one
is
to ask.
arm piss?
It's your dad's deodorant.
That's good too. Well done. It's good, man.
Look, I know we do this about once a week, but I'm going to do it right now. Imagine waking up. Imagine you're like a 72-year-old dude, and you stayed up late last night, and you watched the Wolves and the Lakers, and you're like, I wonder what the people at KFAN are talking about. And you flip on this stupid show, and the one guy was talking about arm piss, and the other one said it was his dad's deodorant, and that guy seemed to really like that joke. And then I turned it off. I listened to Selena Gomez on KDWB.
You're basically just mimicking your dad.
100%. Although my dad doesn't listen to KDWB. No chance.
I bet he does. I bet he's
I don't
just
think so.
bopping it down the street.
I don't think so.
Wasn't he just asking about the arm piss, Scuttlebutt?
No. He cares about the twins. Anyway, I think that's interesting.
I believe that's how he describes the Twins pitching rotation.
Yes, currently, yes. Brilliant.
That's great.
You guys are on fire.
Stacking
great
armpit
sports
jokes.
joke.
So
go ahead.
he gets dinner with her best friend alone, and then it reportedly follows her on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple things on Benny Blanco. First of all, talented musician. He's actually behind like Castle on the Hill, all your
song.
favorite Ed Sheeran songs. Hawk, he is behind that. He actually toured with Ed and made that album while they were on. he was
That's
in-
that guy? Okay, cool. I know who you're talking about.
So
then.
good
Yeah.
dude on the music side.
Let's go.
Not the greatest looking fella in the world, but he landed Selena Gomez, which is awesome.
He is, if you look up the dictionary definition of out kicking your coverage,
Yes.
it's this guy.
Good for him, man.
He's
So my question is, maybe not try to do the whole screw up a good thing there, Betty.
Boy, oh boy, I'm looking at him. You ain't lying.
And Selena is a billionaire.
Yes.
You have
she's
a beautiful, worldwide famous billionaire.
I had a crush on her.
Wow.
And I know he's very successful. He has his own money.
Good for him, man.
I'm with you, Zachary. You need to be on your best behavior.
Yes, correct.
And if she's like, whoa, you're not following Teresa on OnlyFans, I'm immediately deleting it. I will not go to dinner with her and don't need to see her ever again. Whatever you want me to do, Selena.
Yes.
Your mic's on.
I'm sorry, baby.
Exactly.
He must be sporting a redwood.
Wow. Probably.
He looks like he's about 3 feet tall. Is he?
The picture I'm looking at, he's wearing overalls.
I mean, he's, no offense.
He's better looking than me, but he's not an
No, he's
man.
not. No, he is not.
Well,
that man's a zero. He's hideous.
5'9".
I don't know why you got to be mean to me.
He's 5'9". Yeah. I would have lost all my money.
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
I would have guessed 5'3".
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's the best guy ever. Maybe he's a good dude.
Stern seems to love him. He's actually a really
Stern
good interview.
does.
Really good
No
guy.
kidding.
Yeah, he's been on with Stern
loves
multiple
him.
times.
Good for him.
Good dude.
And does he have his own music?
I think. I don't know.
Zeko, does he have his own music, or is he?
It's kind of weird. Like he's got his own credited stuff that he made, but it's never obviously his voice. He was going to be a rapper, but then he found out he has a better job at just producing. So he's behind a lot of Sia's stuff. He was Diamonds by Rihanna.
Maroon 5 songs.
Don't you have it in the system, Hawk?
You know that gal that you always talk about, Chris? It's like just a super prolific songwriter.
Oh,
what's that gal's name? Doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Right? We talk about her all the time.
Yeah, Diane Warren.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
He's the male modern version of that. Like basically every pop song in the last 15 years. There's a really good chance that Benny Blanco had his hands on part of it.
Him.
Yeah.
Good.
He's that guy. So anyway, he's crazy rich as well, but still,
Genius
don't
is
screw it up.
attractive. It is.
Yeah, that must be it.
And the Lord is helping him because the Lord definitely didn't help him in looks.
Oh my God, are you mean?
Man, you need more sleep, dude.
Well, I will. You guys call me ugly all the time.
Never. I've never said you were ugly to your face.
Ben said he needed a ladder to pile on because I'm so huge.
He was just talking about your head, baby.
I've also never said you're ugly directly to your face.
Well,
not once. You know why? I would immediately turn to stone. That was a Medusa joke.
I get it. I got it. I got it.
Nepal might change the rules so that you can't climb Mount Everest unless you have already scaled at least one other mountain in the country. They're trying to cut down on the number of just random tourists on Everest. So it's almost like not only do we want to spread out the people that are climbing mountains, it's almost like, can you go prove that you can do this before we just let you go up Everest and probably die halfway up?
Yeah.
Oh.
So go climb something else first.
Yeah. Mount Baldy.
You deadbeat.
Yeah.
Today is National Password Day. You're supposed to change your password today.
That's a good idea.
Not program password.
What are you going to change yours to, Sauce?
I'll think of something good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm changing it to. I'm not smart. Speaking of, okay, this is not really any way to get to what I'm talking about.
Go ahead, buddy.
But did you see our guy that does the Anthony Bourdain bit do the Red Lobster bit?
That was an absolute left turn of a segue. But sure, yes, I did see that. You sent it to me, but it's all over social media as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, the guy that does the Anthony Bourdain impression, that is just spectacular with Chuck E. Cheese and
So
Hooters.
good.
Now he's doing Red Lobster, and it's really funny.
It's super funny.
It's just a dead-on impression. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
The whole vibe, the sound, it's just, I forget the guy's name always, but he's really good.
John something.
Elway.
Yes.
What if it was? What if John Elway had the best Anthony Bourdain impression on the planet?
How weird would that be?
And like he was on with like Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel, not to talk football, but just to do impressions.
That'd be a great bit.
Yeah, it's never too late. Flight attendants say you should not use airplane blankets.
Ew.
But they're already wrapped in plastic and stuff.
So
They're not clean.
One worker said if they aren't in a sealed bag, then they aren't sanitary. And even if they are washed,
What? What does that mean? Why did you just singing Cher?
Sorry, I got my references mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead again. Say it again. Sorry.
Even if they aren't in a sealed bag,
do you believe?
Then they if they're not in a sealed bag, then they aren't sanitary. Even if they are washed, it was probably only in hot water with other blankets, not necessarily with soaps or something.
Why even throw them in the machine if you're not going to use soap?
Just hot water, exactly.
Correct.
So they're saying you might not want to use airplane blankets.
I can't wait to see this Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie.
So, can you explain to me who that guy is?
Smashing
he's
Machine,
playing?
yeah, UFC fighter who was just like in the early days of UFC when you like literally almost killed people.
Yeah.
He was one of the best fighters. Yeah.
It looks super good.
Yeah, he plays Matt Kerr.
Yeah.
Who was one of the best of the early days of Ultimate Fighting, UFC legend. And this is like The Rock's going for an Oscar, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, he's gonna, but it's about fighting, so I will definitely watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
If you've ever seen the documentary in the early days of the UFC, it was terrifying how much there were hardly any rules. It got banned in a lot of states. What was the gentleman who was
Shamrock?
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the state senator who was in the Vietnam and in the POW.
McCain.
Yeah, McCain. McCain wanted it banned, period, from the world because it was such a violent sport. And so they had to change it up, and that's when Dana White took over. But this is before that, and it looks great. The Smashing Machine is what it's called. It's an A24 film. Looking forward to it. New trailer came out yesterday.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
Today is the series premiere of The Four Seasons on Netflix. 3 married couples from New York get together for a group vacation 4 times a year. A lot of people are saying, well, this is essentially Netflix's version of The White Lotus. It just
The dude is really handsome.
So White Lotus is on HBO. The Four Seasons is on Netflix. And then coming this fall to the WB, Jared Fogle and Dov Lambert are in a show called Red Roof Inn.
Wow, that'd be great.
What?
Yeah.
Poor Dov.
Yeah, it's
He's a big star, though, now.
he is a big star, but man.
Man, but this is Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte. The cast looks good. It just looks like a White Lotus ripoff.
Yeah.
And the fact that they even called it The Four Seasons, and I get it, you're going on vacation 4 different times a year, so it's like the Four Seasons Hotel and the Four Seasons of I get it, but it just looks like, hey, the White Lotus worked. What if we just send these people all over the world, on 4 different vacations, and then weird stuff happens? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels super copycatish, but maybe it's not. Maybe the trailer just makes it feel copycatish. I don't know. Who knows?
I think Friendship is coming out this weekend, or pretty soon anyway.
Is that the Tim Robinson?
The Tim Robinson,
Paul Rudd
movie. I think that comes out soon too. I can't wait.
I love Paul Rudd. He was on Smartless this week.
Yeah, he's
have you listened to that? Is it good?
I caught the first 30 minutes of it. I'm not through all of it yet. He just seems super likable.
He does.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't, but I'll still see you at
I'd love
Grandview tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be there tonight,
You guys will be there
7 to
tonight.
9,
I
a
wish I
bunch
could
of
be there
games,
with
a
you.
bunch of prizes, a Rube game of initials tonight. That's for off the air tonight, 7 to 9 at Grandview. And then tomorrow morning, 5:30 to 9, live broadcast. $90,000 up for grabs potentially at 8:15 with initials. And Marnie will be there. Zach and Hawk will be there. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be super fun.
One Rube gets to play initials tomorrow. It'll be a good time.
Be a good time.
9 to noon, next, Vox in the Box. Obviously, we're going to talk about Wild Game 6, but of course, the Wolves moving on. They beat the Lakers 103-96. They'll discuss that as well. See you tomorrow morning.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, have a